Any of y'all PlayStation guys? I think everybody in here is Xbox, right? Hey, Spanish, can you say something?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up, Sarge?
I was just testing to make sure my I didn't bork my headphones when I started my stream.
All right.
Because Ski's mic is picking up a little bit of sound, but I'm not hearing anything, so I guess it's just like a fan or something in the background. There we go. All right. No, all right. So my plan right now is just to kind of go over briefly what it is I want us to do. I mean, like kind of like what I put in the announcement tab. So if you guys got questions and things like that, just let me know. Really hoping for a much broader audience tonight. Because it's funny how everybody always like, yeah, I'm ready. I want to play Sarge. I want to play blah blah blah. I want to be part of this, and you start coming up with shit, and people just disappear. Well, I do know some folks are still at work, or just now getting off. That's why I said I do this at 7 and at 8 o'clock. Hey, there's a little nasty. All right, so first thing first, can everybody on here chat?
Roger.
Spanish, I know you're good. Jay White.
You got me right, Shot.
Young man.
Yeah, there you go. And Buddy. All right, we'll just we'll go with what we got, and then as people pop in, we'll go from there too. All right, so first off, how's everybody liking the game so far this year?
I feel like it's a little easy.
Yeah, the gameplay a lot easier than last year's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that too. Like when I hop in the rec, like even if there is I mean, now granted, if you're still a 91 team going up against a 95 team, they're probably still going to spank your cheeks, but it's not quite as bad as it was last year.
There's a little bit more balance too, because people did the glitch when the game first dropped. So a lot of
Exactly.
these 99 overalls is still poo poo to me.
Oh yeah, I've guarded a couple 96s and 7s, and like they scored like 5 or 6 points, and the only points they really scored was when they was wide open.
I played like 999s already, so
Yeah, it took what, like a month and month plus last year for folks to hit 99.
almost 2 months. And it took,
No, Orlando and Chicago was the first one to hit 99 last year, and it took them a while.
yeah,
Yeah.
it took like 3 months. 3 months last year.
The only
It's
reason why
only
people
2
hit it so fast this year is because that glitch that came out.
Nah, not really. You had to actually play. It wasn't a glitch for the rep. It's like once you hit 95, it's like you can go to my career and play your way to 99.
Makes
in the
sense.
same day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think shooting pretty easy this year though.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot better shooting. I mean, Rick, you saw me shoot last year, and this year
Yeah,
you can ask
yeah.
Q. I've been shooting good out there on the rec.
Even the base jump shots, you don't even need jump shot creator really this year.
Nah, you
Yeah,
don't.
Oh, there we go. I'm back.
there he is.
I will say though, people on the west side, even some of the Pro 2K gamers, for the NBA, they talking about west side servers, are like really trash. So some of these dudes that are shooting 60% in the E League are shooting like 25%, 30% on the west side servers.
Dang. I hope they get that shit together. All right. But as far as where I see us going, all right. So just so you guys are tracking the whole esports program for whatchamacallit, the Army is really only standing up here at the beginning of October. Like officially, it's a thing as of October 1st. It's been in like this trial phase up until now.
Sorry.
All right, and so as we start, ramping up, I didn't really do a whole lot with this in 19 because we were just coming together and the game was essentially done, and I haven't really called for too much here early either because it's a brand new game. I wanted y'all to get used to the mechanics, level up your characters a bit, etc.
Yep.
But it is game time. It's time for us to start working because the way we're going to be valuable to the whole esports program is whether or not we're bringing people to the program, recruits and all that stuff, or if we're winning. And so to do that, we got to start building a resume, and to build a resume, we have to start doing stuff. So for that, we got to start getting together. So I know. So the first thing I'm noticing a lot of, because I've got a lot, pretty much everybody on my friends list on the Xbox side. And I see a lot of folks together playing with their friends, and that's perfectly fine. But at some point, I'm gonna have to ask you guys to, for at least for a couple days a week, step away from your friends, and we got to work. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go start hunting for other people. Just plain and simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of my guys already know that. I already told them this year I'm not running too much pro-am with them. It's gonna be really all the guys in our chat.
Yeah, so I mean, and it's not like I don't want you playing with your friends. So I mean, I'm not trying to make it a 6-day-a-week training schedule or nothing like that. I just want to sit 2 days a week, legit, training and playing, and then one day, we all get in the park and we just play together there, try to have a little fun as far as like camaraderie goes.
Yeah, so we need to have like little practice times and a little time schedule on it. What works out best for everyone.
Yeah. So if y'all can see it, if you can get over into the 2K announcements, I'm just going to kind of go through the stuff that I've got in there as far as like events are concerned. So one thing I want to implement is that every Sunday we're going to have a meeting at 6 o'clock Eastern time, regardless, just for updates, information, planning, etc. That way everybody's on the same page at least once a week.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I mean, that's just like any unit in the Army. You have your weekly correlation meeting just to make sure everybody's tracking, training schedules set up, all that jazz.
Is there any way, because for instance, me and Mac Dre, how we're NTC and there's some other guys in the field. Is there any way because they're gonna take our phones here today actually? Is there a way Sunday sometime we could get like some highlights of what was talked about in those meetings? That way when people come back, they're well acquainted on what exactly has been going on while people have been missing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm not gonna be like, hey, where's Rican at? Oh, he ain't here. Oh, he's done. No, ain't nothing like that. I know the Army stuff comes up, and that's priority number one. So don't even stress. Just knock out what you got to do. So that's why we have a pro team and an academy team. So like for example, while you're in the field, Mac is in the field. Guys from the academy team, in theory, should be able to step up. And anything we got planned for that week, they fill in. And then when you guys come back, everything goes back to the way it was.
Roger, sorry. And
then what I want to do beyond just the weekly meeting And like I say, that's gonna try to. I want that to be a lottie-dottie everybody type thing, and then monthly, I want us to have at least one major event. Ski like we did with that tournament we did last year.
Yeah.
I want something like that. Maybe it's
That was pretty fun.
yeah, maybe it's a tournament. Maybe we all just get together in the cages and we random out and we play and see who wins. Or Rican like we did that one night where we just did my court stuff. Just some kind of a thing where where one night it's us as the people who are legit members of the eSports program for the Army, and then I want to have one major event that's like community based, because that's the next thing I really want to talk about is we got to start growing the community. So I mean, I want you to invite your friends in here. I want them to become a part of this because this isn't just about us. This is about growing a community where people can come and learn about the Army as well. That's the whole point of the whole freaking program.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy too that one of my boys, he's a center and he's played with some top 20 teams for the last couple years. This dude actually wants to join the Army now just because of this.
Hey man, I mean, like I'm saying, so that's when you send in my direction, so to speak, so I can start answering any like real legit questions they have, not just about the esports stuff, but about the joining the Army and how that would work, etc., etc.
Definitely.
Because once you're an AIT trained soldier, if you're ready to go, hey man, I saw a kid at where was it at a GameStop there at Fort Jackson, was sitting there while I was sitting there. I went to one of my guys' graduations, and I'm just sitting in there looking around at the pop figures. And this dude's behind me talking to his girlfriend. Yo, babe, I got to get me a new Xbox. I got to get back on that 2K grind. My ears perked up. I'm like, so what do you play? He's like, what you mean? I said, what's your build? He's like, I usually go with a big guy. I'm like, okay, that's good. I was like, you any good? He's like, I'm okay. I said, here's my card. When you get done with AIT, give me a holler. And he's like, why? I said, I'm the Army's game manager for 2K. He's like, we doing that? I was like, yeah, so hey man, I'm out there recruiting too.
Definitely.
And so like I said before, I'm gonna have another round of tryouts for the pro and the academy team, but I'm not trying to do it like immediately, because I feel like that's stepping on you guys that made it the first round. Because honestly, you made it and we didn't do anything with it because the game was dying, and now we still haven't done anything because the new game just came out and you've been getting used to it. So
yeah.
I don't want to break everybody up right away. Ski, like I said, you're kind of my dark horse. So you're kind of on the team, but not really on the team. So you just stay next to my hip and you be okay.
I put myself up against anybody.
Oh, I know. So it's I mean, that's why I asked for everybody that was interested to give me all that information so I can put you on the quote unquote roster. So just in case, say I got 3 guys on the pro team out, 2 guys on the academy team that can't go, and I need a center, and that's your position. And since I don't have one, I can be like, hey, I still got a guy right here. I can push him forward. But like I said, that's the big thing we got to start working towards is actually getting the teams rocking and rolling, if you get my drift. And that requires activity. That means doing stuff. So on top of the monthly thing, weekly, like I said, I want one night where we play it in the park together. And then we need the weekly pro and the academy working out. So that's the like where we were scrimmaging and pro-am and stuff like that, or maybe we just get together and we go into rec and we play together or something like that. I want that 2 nights a week. That way, because that's the only way we're going to get better. Because I'm noticing the teams that are murking folks right now are folks that are playing together a lot and they built team chemistry. Because your role this year is a lot more important than it's been in the previous years. Like you really got to play your build, you got to use your badges, all that stuff.
Yeah.
No, Big Daddy, that ain't no problem. I mean, it might be a little tough for you to participate from time to time, but I mean, you can still, get in, and when you come back from Korea, maybe get more active. So, don't even stress over that. Hang on one second there, Big Daddy. Are you on the Discord?
Who that?
Somebody watching in Mixer. Man, why is man on my screen? Yeah, okay. Any chance you can hop into the Discord where we chatting, or by chance are you there? Oh, you're in the Discord. Well, what's your username in there?
Yo,
Okay, is that you?
we hear you.
Yo. What the?
We hear you.
Yeah, we hear you, bro. All right, so if that's
I'm
you,
not trying to work this junk no more, yeah.
hey, OCL, what's up, buddy?
Well, it's good. Hey, I forgot all about this.
Oh, that's all right, Big Daddy. I know stuff like that happens.
You good? We just getting.
All right, 1 second, y'all. 1 second. I'm trying to have stuff in the background. All right. All right. So to get you caught up, I'm kind of going off of the what I put in the announcements last week, as far as like what it is we're trying to do with the team, etc.
Yeah.
So the big thing is participation. So like you're a perfect example, CO, because like I see you all the time in there playing with your boys. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So I want people to play with their friends. But what I need, at the end of the day, I need people in here, working together. I haven't pushed out anything because I wanted everybody to get used to their builds. I want everybody to have some time to level up, all that good stuff. But 2 times a week, we need to start getting practice going again and playing together. And then 1 day a week is the, we need to hop in the park for a few hours and just, whoever we can get together and play. Because we're going to have to build up rep too.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm down, but I ain't about to like. I'm an All-Star 3 already.
Ooh, there you go.
I ain't about to just, what I'm saying, just run with whatever. Though.
Oh no.
We gotta have the right builds, man. Like if you ain't got no big, just guarantee that's a dub on your head.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all know that by now, though.
Oh yeah, no, that we were just talking about that. We were saying that having the the right combination of builds and playing with each other properly is super important this year.
It's definitely important for sure.
Yeah, like you say, if you get like 3 guards and a forward, you're probably gonna have a bad day.
Facts.
So that's kind of where we at. I want to have one big event each month where we get together as a group and play, or maybe we do like a little fun tournament or something. One big community event a month, and then like I said, the traditional scrims and stuff between the pro team and the academy team. And if Rican was just asking about getting filled in on meetings and stuff, because we're also going to have meetings every Sunday at 6 o'clock Eastern. That's just like the catch up, push out info, that kind of cool jazz. You know what I'm saying? And that brings me back up to where we were, where I was going to talk about my one big announcement that I put in there. Is I also want us to run our own eSports league, like our own league, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. Because I mean, I could just say, hey, just put together a team, bring 6 or 7 of your friends, and let's go, which might be the best way because people are going to be working together in the same time frames and time zones and stuff. But at the same time, that might prove to be one team might be way overmatched versus another one. So I've thought about maybe doing tryouts and selecting coaches, and then the coaches can do a draft based on those tryouts, which is more work but more balanced. Thoughts?
Yeah, that'll be good too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Like start playing and get chemistry and stuff. Like actually know people weakness and strengths.
What if we implement something like where remember the when we did tryouts the first time, it was kind of like you and Taco had selected teams. If we do that, and then have some of the people like you, Taco, Rice, and stuff like that, go ahead and pick some of the players, and then we just start. I guess.
Okay.
It up like that.
Okay, because like I said, my idea behind this league thing is that it can be like an actual, think of it like running like an NBA size league of players. Maybe not quite that big, but maybe get together like 64 people or something like that, 100 people, divide them up into teams, have the different, the East versus the West, and then have playoffs and all that cool stuff.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
And I mean, it'd be one of those. It's just you'll have your two games a week that you and your team have to play against this other team. So you got a whole week to play 2 games. And then we just record the stats, record the findings at the end, and then just keep the standings and stats, and at the end of the year crown a victor, have prizes, all that cool jazz.
You about to be busy, Sarge.
Oh, I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to make us valuable to the esports program as a whole. So that's how you do it. You have to have events if you're gonna have a community. You can't be like, hey guys, we got this thing going on. Yeah, Poteen, I'm streaming on OCP because I literally walked through the door and I had a meeting to get to. So, hi. That's something I want to start working towards. So maybe start that either in like November or December time frame. So if we start in December, running from like December, January, February, then do the playoffs in March. Something like that.
That sounds cool. I'm ready. I know a lot of guys are ready too.
Okay, well that's awesome. Hey, how
even if we did break it up into like the East and the West, like you were saying, as long as it's like recording and stuff, it'll still get views and that'll still draw attention and stuff.
And that leads me. Thank you, Ski. It's like you're reading my damn brain. And that leads me into my other point that I want to get into is we got to start pimping out social media. I know some of you guys are okay with it. Some of y'all are just like you got an Instagram or a Facebook with like 200 people, but it's whatever it is. I need you guys to start, working your social media. So if you don't stream, I'm not telling you have to. If you don't do anything with YouTube, I'm not telling you that you have to. But most of you guys got Samsungs and iPhones, and programs on your phone that you can save little videos to and stuff like that. So if you got a good couple of games or something like that, just edit some clips together and upload it. Like they put the highlights thing here in the Discord so you guys can upload stuff. That way they can start highlighting it, and then maybe they can start pushing it out on the big Army eSports pages. But I've got a code I'm gonna get you guys eventually too. So like if you make an Instagram post, it's like, hey, I'm going live with my Army eSports guys tonight. Come hang out, watch. Like Rican, I know you got your Twitch channel. So put that on your Instagram, and be like, hey, and if you're interested in learning about the Army, text this code to this number, and to find out more. And then what happens? That gives our game credit for that referral if they call and ask for information. So that's how we start generating leads for the big Army program. That's what makes us viable to them. That's what gets us money. That's what gets us jerseys. That's what gets us opportunities to go TDY.
Roger.
So the more we're streaming, the more we're putting stuff on Instagram, on YouTube, and this, that, and the other, ways to draw attention to the program, the more we're going to be, like I said, a viable asset to the bigger team, and the more they're going to want us around, because they're already identifying certain games that are just here and other games that are actually putting in work, and those are the games that are getting resources. So just like the squeaky wheel getting the grease, same thing with with what we're doing. But that also ties back into what we talked about back at the very, very beginning. And I'm gonna use I played a couple games with Q the Beast the other night, and while me and him were just fine, when I first jumped into his party, oh my gosh! Let's just say you guys see me on stream if you're watching. I'm white. I jumped into a very predominant African American party, and y'all know how that goes.
Yeah, I've already told my guys if they join, if they see any of you guys in there, to watch what they say, be mindful. I have people watching, and
yeah, I don't mind one slipping here, one slipping there. I got it. It's a thing. I don't want you guys to completely change. I mean, I'm guilty when I stream. I'll sometimes drop the shit damn in the fucks, but when I'm streaming with the Army eSports stuff on, I try to control myself. But like I said, words like the N word, that's not going to fly at all with those folks. And this is not necessarily directed towards anybody here. I'm just saying, you guys know who you play with, And if if you go live, like Rican, if you go live with your boys and you're not doing anything with the rest of us, but you got something on your stream that says Army eSports, and your guys are dropping the N-word every third word, that's what they're going to associate with us. So we got to be careful all the way around. The guys above us, they're checking out our social media as well. So if you guys are on social media, because remember that was part of the stuff that I asked you guys to fill out. So they might go, let's go check out Sarge's, Instagram. If they start scrolling through and see some crazy stuff, I might be in trouble. If they start going through Spanish and stuff and seeing something, he might get in trouble. So, scrub your guys' social media and just make sure, like this guy that made $1 million for the beer company. They went back for like 15 years and found some stupid tweet that he made when he was a kid. Granted, it was stupid, but now they're like, oh, we got to shut this kid down and blah, blah, blah. We exist in this cancel culture where if people don't agree with you, all they want to do is shut you down. And that's not cool. But that's the world we live in. So I want you guys on social media because that's what's going to help us grow. That's what's going to make us relevant. But at the same time, I just need you guys, police not just yourselves, but everybody around you. So like Spanish, if you're playing with Rican, just the two of you, but you got a couple of your friends that you're playing with, and a couple of them are getting out of control, and Rican's is streaming, maybe he doesn't catch it, but you do. So, watch out for each other.
Yeah, I don't scream, but I will start, like you said, putting clips together because I got mad clips of me with highlights.
Oh, I'm sure you.
Trying to put something together, and I posted to my recruiter account. I don't know about my personal.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, as long as it's because that's what I do. I really.
They crazy, man. I might, but they crazy.
Yeah, because that's what I do. I tie everything into my recruiter account. That way, I already am thinking that it needs to be clean.
Yeah, that's why I'm with that too. I can't do it on my personal, man. I got like 2,000 plus followers, and they crazy. Crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean we all got some folks that are a little crazy. Some of us a little crazier than others.
And parties, like you said, parties, man. If anything, bro, y'all boys send me a party invite because I'm telling y'all, I know for a fact the parties I be in, crazy.
Oh yeah. So, like I say, when I jumped in with Q the other night, the three letter phrase BAN was dropped probably about 600 times in a 20-second time frame.
That's my chat too. I swear to God.
I mean, I don't mind your friends, shit talking each other, but
but they dropped the P word.
Yeah.
Privacy part. A lot.
Yeah. And that's why I say those guys. And remember, the ultimate goal that I personally have for this whole program right now is to grow it, make us relevant. But I want to get us a team on the 2K League. It's something that they want. Like I mentioned before, the guy in charge, Mike Donahue, he's stated that he wants military teams on there. I think he's still a little kind of off on how he wants it done because he still wants to basically make us a team where they, it's still part of the draft. But, we're all United States military personnel, so you can't do a draft like that. So if I haven't talked to this guy at all, I haven't really talked to anybody in 2K League yet, but if we can at least get us to the point where we can qualify same as anybody else, then at least I got something where I could go to him or the guys in the 2K League and be like, hey, look, I know you guys want to do it this way, but we can't do that because it has to be Army personnel on this team. So if but as long as everybody qualified just like everybody else, then we'd be good. So that's kind of my goal there. What else? I had another thought, but I lost it while I was talking about the other one. Shoot. What was it? Can't remember. Oh, yeah. So, like I say, it's kind of a long-term goal. We've got a fella that I'm working with, a Sergeant Smith. Like this dude's like hardcore old school NBA 2K, previous champion, that kind of thing. He knows a lot of people. So I'm going to start reaching out and working with the individual 2K teams and seeing if they want to scrimmage. But I don't want to do that until we built a little bit of a resume. Because, I mean, our name will carry us some, but only so far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to reach out to the because I'm here in Atlanta. I don't want to reach out to the Talons and be like, hey man, you guys want to set up a scrimmage, and then the Army authorized some of you guys to come down here, and based off of like no data, and then all of a sudden we get our asses spanked, and they're just like, well, Sarge, what's up with your team, man? What the hell? I'm of course I'm gonna be like, it's the 2K Talons, man. They do this professionally, but. They may not even want to talk to us if we don't have any kind of a resume. So that's why we need to start getting together and doing things. And I know you guys want to do stuff. That's why I'm trying to, take control of the reins, put some, just like we do in the regular Army, I'm trying to build some structure into it. That way you guys can do the simple, hey, Sarge, where am I supposed to be at? When am I supposed to be there? What uniform am I supposed to be in? I'm trying to keep it stupid simple. But like I've always said, I'm trying to keep it fun too.
So you remember you had asked us, like what's our jersey and pants size or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Like the stream width on or what?
Well, I mean that's more for like TDY stuff. So like you've probably seen where some of the guys have gone to like the different conventions and things of that nature. They wear them to stuff like that. I bought mine personal when they first released it, but they since have broken up contact with that store that they were using. So. They have new jerseys that are coming as of October 1st. So even the jerseys you've been seeing, like the black ones with the little star right here on their chest, those are quickly going to become obsolete, and they're going to have a completely different version. And
like the stream width on.
Yeah. Now, if they open up another store where we can buy our own, I mean, if you want to spend $40-$50 and order yourself one, by all means, have fun. That's what I did with mine the first time.
Yeah.
But as far as them issuing jerseys or giving stuff out, it's really only going to be for the folks that they're sending places to do stuff. That's why I said we got to build this resume and start coming up with events, because that's what's going to give us that leverage to ask for things like that. And I'll be honest with you, I've been approached by Channel 2, the Channel 2. Hey, look who's here.
Hold on. How you put this thing on speaker? There you go. Hey, what did I miss, man? I'm sorry. I got quoted with stuff.
That's all good, bro. Do me a favor and click down there and mute yourself. That way you're not, anytime you talk, it doesn't get a hold of you. And then just push the button when you're ready to talk again, and I'll try to get you caught up.
Yeah, catch me up, please.
Okay. All right, let me finish. Shit. Spanish, where was my thought process at? What was I talking about?
We're talking about jerseys right now.
Okay, yeah, jerseys. So, I want to I want us to have that stuff. Oh, yeah, I was saying I've been approached by Channel 2 News here in Atlanta. They kind of want to do a story on who we are and what we do, but they want to cover an event. So what I'm trying to set up a tournament here local, a little 2K tournament local, that they can then come out to and, like record watching people play the games. I can talk about the program, what it is we're trying to build and how we operate. And my goal is to maybe get at least a handful of y'all out here for that. I don't know if we'll get it.
Let me know. I'm from Atlanta.
There you go. So, I mean, I'll see what I can do. They're kind of iffy on TDYs right now. What do you want? I'm busy.
I'm going to go to walk the dogs.
It's dark outside.
I know. That's when she asked if I could be there.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Yeah, she had somewhere to be.
All right, hey, lock the door on your way out, okay?
Got it.
And then, do you know the code to get back in?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. All right, sorry, my kid was getting ready to go walk the dogs. He was just letting me know. But anyway, they're being real finicky on TDYs right now. So if I can get somebody out here, I will. I'd love to get a bunch of y'all, but once again, I don't know. I'm going to try to schedule it for like the very, very end of October, beginning of November. That way, we got time to, get it all worked out and, details and whatnot. That way I can come to our guys with as much information as possible and see what we can do. But it's things like that that's going to start drawing attention to us. Because if I go on Channel 2 News here in Atlanta and I'm like, hey, this is what we do with 2K. Oh, by the way, I'm also trying to build up and start a new league. This is how we're going to do it. And I need players. I could get a whole bunch of people here in Atlanta all of a sudden hopping in the Discord like, hey, bro, how do I get on this? So I want to bring attention to our game, but I want us to have substance for them when they get here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like walking in, like right now, we're kind of like walking into a restaurant with a really cool name where you're like, oh man, this is cool, but you sit down and the service sucks and there's no food.
Well, the game speaks for itself. You know, the 2K name speaks for itself. So all we got to do is come up with content.
Oh, absolutely. And that helps us a lot. This is a game that's not going anywhere for a long time. And we know it's something like it has built-in competitive nature to it. So all we have to do is to build the structure around it for us to participate in, create a community, and get folks, in here and playing. And then the more we do that, the better we get at it. The more I can start going to the folks up top and like, hey, I need a jersey for a reward for a tournament we're doing this weekend. And then I can put it on social media. Hey, we're having a Army eSports tournament this weekend. Come sign up. The winner wins a jersey. And then boom, okay, here's Sarge, here's a jersey for you guys. Or, hey, I want to have a big tournament at the end of the summer and I want to have like, an Xbox as a prize or something. They're not going to give me money for jack shit if we don't have any substance to what we're doing. And what's going to help give me that is you guys participating, us winning in competitions, us, getting those killer records on the Pro-Am and in the rec and whatnot. So that's where I say we got to start coming together and playing. Like I said, the first couple weeks, I wanted y'all just to have fun with your boys, play, level up, whatnot. But it's time to get to work. All right, boards for you to get you caught up, because limited board or unlimited boards would be a better name for you.
That name's taken already.
Oh, that sucks. But anyway, to get you caught up like super fast, what we talked about is every Sunday at 6 o'clock right here, we're going to have a meeting, whether it's just to catch up on things, news, events, etc. We're going to have a little meeting at 6 o'clock every Sunday. And then once a month, we're going to have a big community event, whether it's a tournament or we're all getting together in the cages and playing as a community. Then we'll also have one big event as an eSports team that's for us to get together to play. No matter what it is, like we did last year where we did the My Court thing with Taco, or if we get together and just have like our own little tournament like we did at the beginning of 2019. We're gonna start having events, and then practices for like the pro team and the academy team. We got to have that at least twice a week, and then 1 day a week where we all get together and just play in the park for a few hours. Next big thing was social media. I need you guys to start pimping out social media by hook or by crook. No matter what you got, I'm not asking you to start streaming if you don't want to. I'm not asking you to start YouTubing if you don't want to. But, if you got an Instagram, if you got Twitter, whatever you got, because everybody's got something. Like, I got a little bit of a following going on Instagram. I got close to 700 followers. I stream. I'm not a big-time streamer, but, I get a few folks here and there. Some people, they've got big names, behind them, people that they know. Now, I do know some other people that stream that are big into 2K that if I'm like, hey, this is what we got going on, do you guys want in? They might jump at that chance, and they might bring a whole ton of people with them. So that's kind of where I need you guys starting to build up your social media, making clips, Instagram pictures, whatever you got. And I'm going to get our MAC code. What that code is, boards, is basically like a 4-digit, like ND46 or something like that. You text that code to a number if somebody's interested in learning about the Army, and then that gives us credit as NBA 2K for that particular lead, coming at you from a recruiting standpoint now.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And that's how we make ourselves relevant to the big Army eSports program, is the number of leads we start generating as a program. But we're not going to ever generate leads if we're not doing anything as a community or if we're not playing together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know everybody wants to get together. Everybody wants to, I want to be on that pro team, blah, 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 because you saw what happened after we had tryouts. People started coming out the woodworks asking, when are we having tryouts again? I missed the first one. I mean, I put it out for like, 3-4 weeks? You guys were the ones that showed up. So I'm not dissing you because, to give somebody else a chance that wasn't there. I mean, I know things happen, but that was the date. It's just like anything in the Army. There's a suspense on everything, and if you can't make it, oh well. So, and I'm also not going to have tryouts again, like right away, because I don't think it's fair for you guys to try it out the first time, to have come in, try it out, and earned a spot for basically a game that was dying, to then turn around into 2K20 now, and then all of a sudden just, okay, we're having new tryouts again. Okay, thanks Sarge for that. I didn't get to do shit with this. I don't want you guys to feel that way.
Yeah.
But I do want to have like a roster of people I can hit up. So like say for example, like I've got you and Rican, you guys are on my pro team, right? So let's say you're both going to the field together. Like I know Rican's getting ready to go out to he's out there getting ready to do the ATC and all that stuff. So he's going to be offline for a hot minute. So my traditional plan would be to have whoever's on the academy team slide over into that slot until they come back and then slide back at the end. But say I've got, three of my centers that are out and I need a center bad, but I have centers that are still part of the program. I can bring one of those guys up, so to speak, bring them in for the time being and then push them back down when we're done.
Yeah.
And that'll give them a chance to kind of show off their skills. So the next time, tryouts come out, I'm already tracking who's who.
Yeah.
So basically what it all boils down to is what I need to make this work as the GM of our game is I just need participation. And I know you guys, we were doing it before. We can get it going again. So I'm not like, oh my gosh, guys, where have you been? I haven't asked for any participation to this point. But what I'm saying is we got to start rocking and rolling. I think all of you guys in here are cool. But I got to get everybody that's not in here on the same page so that we can start rocking and rolling. So, Rican, when are you coming back from training? Rican.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, when's training done for you?
I'll be out of the box. I'm going in the box tomorrow. I'll be out of the box. I should be back like early October.
Okay, gotcha. So not too long, a couple weeks maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Yeah, buddy, what's up?
Well, me and John are gonna watch a movie. Well, can we have popcorn?
You can have popcorn and you can watch a movie.
Yay!
All right, go ahead. Sorry, kids. All right, cool beans. And with Patako kind of out of the loop as well, he's kind of on a weird schedule being over in whatchamacallit in Kuwait. So we'll have to kind of see how that balances out since he's kind of the captain of the team. I don't know who he's picked as the number 2. I haven't really discussed that with him yet, but you guys can on the pro team can kind of get together and discuss that amongst yourselves, and then all I need is y'all to communicate with me with what you're doing, what needs you have on, like, if an event's coming, because like the way I look at it is like when because 2K has built-in things that come along, those little competitions that they do. If we can go into those and start repping really well and winning some of those, that's something for the resume. Sorry, I had a thought mid-sentence.
Events, those 2K events.
Yeah, and that's good rep too. And so if we're doing those and we're streaming them, that's gonna help us as well.
Oh, I'm absolutely down for that. But they got the layers and the glitchers and all that.
Oh, that's true. We're gonna have to fight through knuckleheads that are out there. That's just the nature of the game. Because there's always gonna be those jackass cheaters. But like I say, if I can get us eventually a team on the 2K League, you guys know those are all independent servers when you actually put a game, so you don't have to stress over that.
Ooh, all right, sounds good.
Yeah, so that's something else as we get going here. I want us to start supporting the 2K League. So whoever you think your favorite team might be, whoever you want to follow, the 2K League's got its own website. It's got links to all the different teams. It's got links to all the different players.
John found this downstairs while he's picking out the movie.
Oh, okay. Put it over there. So start supporting those guys, and in some cases, start reaching out to them. Like where Patako got to go play with A-Rooks. They're kind of I don't want to say they're boys now, but they know who each other is. So he's actually played with them a couple of times out of that event he went to. So now, if I need something from the 2K League, I can always be like, hey, Taco, go talk to A-Rooks for me real quick. Start. It's who you know, right? So we got to start building those bridges. And some people are really good at doing that. I mean, some of you guys, y'all play this game really, really well. And if you get out there and start meeting the right person, maybe you'll hop in the park and you accidentally bump into somebody and you get to play with them. And they're like, hey, man, you're pretty good at this. Maybe you make a friend. I don't know.
Yeah.
like I said, I just need you guys. What I need is I need everybody on the team engaged in some way or another. And if this is not something that you think you can do, or if you don't want to put the work in, if you can't come to practices, that's fine. If you're like, man, I'm not winning with y'all, or I'm not doing good, or whatever it is, I'm gonna go play with my boys. Go play with your boys. That's fine. Just let me know so I can make the hole and fill it up with somebody else that wants to be here. Ain't nobody getting paid for this. I sure as shit ain't. As much as I would like to. Although what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get out of a deployment to Korea. So if I could do this job really, really well, if I get stationed at Kentucky and working with those guys there, then that gives me a whole lot more ability to help you guys out. And it keeps me out of Korea. Win-win for everybody. All right, but that's kind of the gist of what I had as far as things go. So it's pretty much everything that's still in that announcements channel. What comments, questions, concerns have you guys got? So I can start working those, and we can start, making sure we got everything flowing.
Or somebody from the academy team, like take somebody from the pro team. How can that happen?
Well, like for example, like I say, with Rican going out of town, if we have an event or something coming along, like say there was a 2K tournament that we wanted to participate in, then I would need the pro team ready to go to play in that. But Rican's not there, so since Rican, what's your build right now, Rican? You still a shooting guard, or you point guard?
I'm still well, it's really he's a 2 heavy player. So if you can play one, it's 1 and 2.
Okay, either way, we'll just say it's a guard. All right. So I can pull one of the guards from the academy team and just slide him over there for until he comes back or for that tournament or whatever, and then when it's done and Rican comes back, he takes his spot over. And if we're having scrimmages, or maybe we're having a big event where both teams are going to participate, because if we're doing like a 2K event in the park or in the rec or something like that, then obviously both teams can participate. So if I've got one of those people from the academy team moved over to the pro team and I need a guard to fill that slot, then I'm coming to somebody like you who isn't necessarily on the team to be like, hey, I need you to come be part of this. You see what I'm saying? So just because you're not on a team doesn't mean you can't necessarily participate on one if the situation is right. And what I want to see, I want to start seeing, and once we start practices, once we start playing together and stuff like that, maybe I see that somebody doesn't belong on that team. Because, the guys above us, they're going to be like, look, Sarge, I need your guys to become correct. So if I see somebody else that's outperforming another person, I've got no problem being like, hey, I'm bringing you down from pro to academy and I'm promoting this person. Or maybe I'm cutting them entirely and being like, look, I got this other dude, I've been watching Ski. I'm looking at his stats. This guy's a monster. I need him over here.
Yeah.
So you got, so yeah, exactly. It's just that's what the big army wants. So I'm kind of like that middleman in between. They tell me what they want and I make it work. So as long as you guys are putting in the work and repping your guy up and, doing what you got to do, then your job's safe, so to speak. that and participation is gonna play a factor too. Maybe Ski, I keep using you as an example, but like maybe your guy is a monster, but maybe I only see you at one event every month. Maybe you don't come and play with us that much. Maybe I won't promote you because you're not really part of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Participation is a big deal too. But if I know Borge is going to be at every event, then I want somebody I know for sure I'm going to have there. Although I know Borge is going to hop in and he's going to get me 26 rebounds a game no matter what.
Thanks.
Bro, that's the one. Like I said, man, that was the one thing that like super jumped out for me from tryouts. Like I really did not give a flying care about any offense you did. Your dude was just a glass cleaning monster.
That's what I do, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. And everybody plays the game in their own way, and that's coming together and figuring that out, figuring out plays that we can run. Because that's what them guys in the 2K league do. When they get together, and just like any traditional basketball team does, they practice, they run plays. They're setting picks and screens. Like I remember when I was a basketball coach, we had like 7 or 8, plays, but we had like 2 or 3 key plays based on whether somebody was playing man or zone that we would run to try to beat that set. And if you beat it, great. If you didn't, you reset and you tried. You went down the list. But in order to get to that level, we're going to have to start working together, learn the chemistry, learn to see how people go up and down the court, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sounds good.
So, like, I'll be honest. You can ask Q. I've been working on my guy. I'm in that rec league. I'm scoring like 12 to 15 points a game, and Sarge's got his jumper down. Oh yeah, and by the way, any of you guys that helped me out with Pataco, muchas gracias.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's all love.
Yeah, I mean that's what a family does for each other. Because he was all like, Sarge, I'm not gonna be able to play. I'm like, is it just the money? He's like, yeah, bro, I just don't got it right now. And I'm like, well, bet. I said, I got you. He was like, Sarge, you don't gotta do nothing. I said, don't worry about it. Then my wife come at me last night. What's this $59.99 charge to Xbox? I'm like, I said, if you'll notice, I put money back in. But yeah, I appreciate that, and I mean, I would do the same for any one of you guys if you were in the same situation. I mean, I didn't get him the $99 version or nothing like that, but he's got the game. He can play. All right, so I got chit-chatting again. What other questions do you guys got?
I think you hit everything that we were waiting on, to be honest.
Any word on PlayStation?
Yeah, I wanted somebody from PlayStation in here. So just like I've been sitting here talking about how to make our team, relevant as far as the pro and the academy team goes, just because you guys aren't able to participate over on the PlayStation doesn't mean you still can't be viable to the program or build yourself up. So if you guys can get together and put together like your own version of a pro team and an academy team, and y'all go compete and y'all start building a resume of winning tournaments and stuff like that, by all means, bro, go for it. And pimp out the social media. And if you guys are doing that, I mean, you're going to make yourself relevant. You're going to make it so that, you're going to kind of force my hand a little bit. So, like, I went with Xbox because that's what I was told to do because of the way the game works, competitively speaking. So, but that doesn't mean, at the end of the day, you guys can't be a viable part of the community or, something like that. So what I need for you guys to do over there is I need somebody to kind of take charge because I can't run two games on 2 things, and I'm not paying for the game twice. So I need somebody to take charge over there and kind of be the the person in charge to start setting stuff up, because I know y'all have players. I know for a fact you do, and I think y'all can set stuff up. And then if you start coming together and winning tournaments and stuff like that, first off, it's going to motivate the hell out the Xbox players to do better. Instead of the competition always breeds success. And then 2, you're going to make yourself visible to the powers that be, so to speak. And same thing like I've been talking about with the league I want to do. I want to do that on Xbox, but I would love to do something like that on PlayStation as well. But I need folks over there that are comfortable enough to run something like that. Now, I'm not doing none of this on Switch, so I hope nobody ever comes to me and it's like, Sonnenberg, why aren't we playing on Switch? Like, look, bro. Like, I own a Switch, but I am not buying this game on Switch.
I don't know anybody that has the game on
Hey,
Switch.
Sarge, this is Spanish. I got a question.
Yeah, I don't either. Go ahead, Spanish.
All right, so for the people that do string like limited boards and things like that, like is there something that's gonna be put out? So if we do put something on our stream saying like, hey, we're the starting center for the Army eSports 2K League and things like that, is there something that's gonna come out like on the Facebook page, and then we could copy that and put that on our Facebook page or something like that?
to
or Twitter or something like that?
Yeah, I got you. To kind of get on the big Army Esports Facebook and Twitter and Twitch and all that, they've basically decided that they've got a group of people that they trust to be the people that stream, and it's all like CS:GO and Magic the Gathering and all that and the other. So for now, that's what it is. But that doesn't stop you when you go live to say, hey, starting center for the Army Esports Pro Team, come watch the game or whatever. You can put it all over your stuff, and you can tag the Army Esports in it. I mean, I do that shit all the time, and I think I've gotten on a couple of tweets that they put out. So just tag the Army Esports in everything that you do, especially on Twitch, on Twitter and Instagram, and
Twitter page?
Say that again.
What's their Twitter page? I didn't know they had a Twitter.
Their Twitter, I believe, is just U.S. Army Esports. Hang on one sec. I will go look. Yeah, it's just U.S. Army Esports. All pretty much all one word. Capital USA, and then Army Esports is lowercase.
Got it.
But once again, the more relevant we become, the better we start looking at what we do, because these guys, I kid you not. Hey, Thero, what's going on, buddy?
I'm just snooping. Don't worry about me.
How you been?
Good.
Yeah, we're finally, game's been out a couple of weeks. We're finally getting our crap together, and we're starting to rock and roll.
Good shit. Good shit.
So, guys, if you didn't know, this is your Discord overlord, Thero.
I also run operations out here at Knox for the esports program. I just do it behind the scenes, so no one actually fucking knows.
Nice. Yeah, I told him my secret goal is to make our game relevant enough so that I can get over there to Knox, and I don't have to go to Korea.
That.
Hey, do you know my homie out there? Her name is what's her name? She's a social media manager.
Sarge Ortiz?
Yeah.
That's Panda.
Yeah, Panda. That's my homie.
Yep.
Nice. But yeah, we were just talking about social media. So yeah, if you guys have not followed the Army Esports, all of their social media, I mean, they're on Twitch, they're on and Twitter. Go follow it.
Make shit easier.
And that way, when you guys can see what's going on, because like I talked about earlier, they've pegged certain games that are getting more attention because they're doing more and they're bringing more people to the community. That's why you're seeing like why aren't I seeing basketball? Why I'm not saying why am I only seeing Counter-Strike and Magic the Gathering? Because they're busting their asses and working. So as we start building our community, creating social media, and getting the buzz going, we got a great game to work with. Like I said, basketball, it's the #1 sport esport. So all we got to do is get everything rocking and rolling, get that team humming, start winning some tournaments and stuff like that, and then the buzz will start growing on its own. It gives me the ammo that I need to take stuff to the big guys and be like, hey, I need to send my dudes to a tournament in San Antonio or this, that, and the other. And if we're bringing folks in and it looks like we're doing what we're supposed to, then hey, you're good to go. Just think of it like if you're a recruiter, if you're the recruiter that everybody knows is always working. If you ask for something special, they're like, oh, sure, go for it. Like 2 weeks ago, I asked to go to Columbia to go to a basic training graduation. My commander didn't even blink. But there's other recruiters where he might be like, what you really up to?
So one of the big questions that we get, and I don't mean to intrude, is what the hell's in it for me? Some of you all might think about that as like, oh yeah, you're helping the Army out, but what the hell do you get out of it? So we're working through that rewards structure right now, so that way you all can get stuff, whether it's a letter to your chain of command, a coin from the CG, a T-shirt, a jersey, possibly even TDY out to Knox to quote unquote train. We are working through those, so we can give you guys some kind of reward for the work that you do for the program representing the Army at large in the esports community.
I will say this, guys. This shit helped me get promoted because my NCO is the old rapping recruiter Sergeant Sutton. He's got that on my NCOER for the last 2 years, and it helps. Oh, but Thero, why I got you here? I went to the folder earlier to try to find the MAC codes for all the different games, and the cards that used to be in there. I'm not seeing anything because I want to get our MAC codes straight so I can get everybody, when they start busting out their social media, that our MAC code is finally starting to get circulated.
So we're restructuring those right now. We actually just had a end of year brief on all the MAC codes and everything, so stand by for that one while we
Gotcha.
sort through EMM.
Gotcha. All right, guys. Any of y'all got any big questions for Thero as far as Big Army eSports questions?
I'll just get started, man.
You guys just want to play games. Don't lie. Go TDY.
Yeah.
That's the big one, right? Play games, go TDY.
That, and everybody keeps asking me about jerseys, so
we're working on them. So right now we're
Jersey
issues we're working through with that. We got T-shirts right now. That's that starting point.
I'm trying to stream with a T-shirt.
yeah, I need to get me one of them T-shirts.
number 25.
Now, hey, look, you guys that stream, you guys know you can open up your own merch store and you can, kind of create stuff. Now, I know I've got Thero in here. I'm not telling you to go create your own Army eSports stuff, but if you make something personalized, I mean, I don't think they'd have a huge problem. Thero, correct me if I'm wrong.
We do actually.
Okay.
It's coming through. We so that first round of jerseys and stuff that went out, where like the community stuff where everyone was buying that shit up, we've run into issues with people misrepresenting the Army and going to stores and things like that asking for free shit on behalf of the Army.
Oh my gosh.
So we had to put a stop to that for temporary sake.
Gotcha.
People going crazy with it and shit.
Yeah, just if you guys don't know, that Army star is like uber protected. They're very jealous of their logo. All right. Anybody else?
I ain't got nothing.
All right, so then let's start rocking and rolling. Like I said, I'm gonna have a meeting every Sunday at 6, and I picked 6 o'clock because the big Army eSports meeting's at 7. That way, if I got anything I got to put out, that you guys bring to my attention, I've got it to take to that meeting.
Sounds good.
So let's meet back up again this Sunday, and everything, and I'm gonna put some stuff out on the boards as well, and we will as of next week, get practices and games and stuff going as squads. So if you're like Rican, if you're out in the field, I got you, buddy. No stress. We'll be here when you get back. The rest of us, we got to start rocking and rolling.
Roger.
Hey, y'all, make sure y'all give Sarge congratulations, man. He made the E7 list.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, congrats.
Appreciate it, guys.
Congrats. That's the first thing you should have said. When you said promotion, I was like, you said, what are you talking about? You must talk about back in the day promotion.
He made corporal. Don't let him lie to you. He made corporal.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
Nah,
I'm
I'm humbled, but at the same time, it's I busted my ass for it. Hey man, it gives me more it gives me more power to help take care of y'all. Okay. That's kind of NCO I am. I'm not one of those like, I'm a hide behind my rank. I try to use it to help out people.
Hey Sarge, maybe you need to put out a list again to see how many people we actually got right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we got the pro team and the amateur team, but we don't know who's out there right now. So maybe we should just go down the line and do that again.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put something out there tonight to try to draw everybody back in. You guys too, however you have your means, whether it's on social media or seeing somebody on Xbox, I'm gonna put stuff on the club that I made, just to try to be like, hey guys, shit's getting real, let's rock and roll, let's do this. And like you say, Spanish, try to figure out who actually is still going to be a part of it. Because you're right, maybe somebody's decided they just don't want to do it no more, but we're not tracking.
You know, cause we all say we want to do something. Like we all said we were gonna be at this meeting, but look who showed up.
Yeah, and I mean I know some people are still at work, like Hollywood. He's just dropping in. My guess is Hollywood, you just got in from work, right?
Still at work.
Oh yeah, there you go.
SI inventory.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, a signal guy.
Yeah.
I'm literally sitting here doing the SI inventory list, listening.
Well, hey man, appreciate you being here at all. So, because like I said, I know some people got stuff going on tonight, but I mean, at the end of the day, I know we're all in different time zones and we all do different jobs, but you know, I still got to have a set time for certain things. That's one of the reasons that I'm streaming it, so that people can come back and at least try to pick up what went down.
Okay.
So, because it's picking up y'all's voice too. So as you guys ask questions, people can hear that too. Alrighty. So if you guys ain't got nothing else for me tonight, have a good evening. If any of y'all want to go play here in the next little bit, hit me up, because I'm probably going to hop back on once I get these kids in bed in about the next 45 minutes.
Roger. You guys
That's
have
getting a
a
party.
good one, man.
Hollywood, I know you're kind of coming in late. Do you have any questions or anything you need, feel like you need answered?
What
All right,
happened?
have a good one. I'm out.
All right, boys, you take care, buddy.
Yep.
Hey, Rican, you stay safe out there, okay?
All right, wish me luck in the box.
All right.
Gotta keep my sanity.
Yeah, we'll see you when you get back, man.
All right, have a good one, Sarge.
Yeah, just real quick recap, Hollywood, what we talked about. We talked about how we're going to roll moving forward. We're going to have like one major our community event. Yeah, it's just like the Army eSports team, active duty and reserve folks. We'll have another one that's community based where anybody can come in and play. Weekly, we're going to have 2 nights where it's like practice / playing. One night is going to be like us just getting together and playing in the park together and having some fun there. And ultimately trying to build up a esports league of our own, so that we can get people together and play that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. The unit versus unit type deal.
Yeah. So the question I've been running into is how to do it, because like if I'm just like, hey man, build your own squad and come play in the Army esports league. I might get a team of 6 or 7 guys that are just dominant freaking monsters and they just kill everybody. Or should I, pick coaches and have like a tryout and let the coaches draft players so they're just more balanced? That's definitely the harder way to go, but that's the more fair way to go in my opinion.
I mean, then it's like, is the coach one that's just going to watch, or is he going to play?
Oh, I would definitely want player coaches, because who wants to just coach when you can play?
Right.
I mean, we're not all old guys trying to watch young people play. It's a video game. So like for example, I could be a coach, you could be a coach. Like the esports, like pro and academy players could be the coaches. That way you have at least one on every team. But we're balanced out, so we're not killing people as a group together. Like I said, it's one of those weird things because I don't know how things would work out with time zones. But the way I would run it is like your team would play 2 games a week, and then you just get together with the other team and figure out what day you want to play both games back to back, or what 2 days work. And as long as it's done by Sunday, I don't care. So it doesn't have to be a set time. But that way you can work it out.
The easier method would just be, if you got 5 on, just run them back to back.
Yeah. So we will doing it that way. It's kind of like a whatchamacallit. It's kind of think of like fantasy football. Like you're playing against the one team for the week, but you play them twice, and then you'll have your win-loss record and your stats that come from that.
Right.
So I'm still working it. I'm trying to find a website that doesn't cost an arm and a freaking leg, that lets me set up like a league where I can track names and stats and all that stuff. Because there's some good ones out there, but they want like $150. Some of them want like $50 a month. I'm just like, fuck that. I ain't got that kind of money.
Yeah, I understand.
So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Beyond that, we talked about social media. Oh, excuse me. Beyond that, we talked about social media. And I need everybody as engaged as possible. That's why I was asking Thero a few minutes ago for our MAC code. That way, when we're out there, like if you make a post on Instagram, you're like, hey man, look what I did in NBA 2K last night, and it's a couple clips of you dunking on people or something like that. And at the bottom, you're like, hey, if you're interested in learning more about the Army, text this code to this number. And say that person looks at it, it's like, you know what? I do kind of want to learn more about the Army. They text that code to that number, and that gives our game credit for generating a lead. And that's how we become relevant to the big Army eSports. That's how we get money to do things. That's how we, get to bigger events.
Right.
So that's why games like CS:GO and
if-
Magic and Warcraft are getting
if
more
that's
attention.
what it takes, then I definitely start recording clips a bit more and linking my Twitter to it, so that way every time I upload a clip, it'll go to Twitter.
Yeah, there you go. And
Yeah, like my dude right before I got streamed.
yeah, I mean, when it comes to streaming, man, it's not necessarily how your gameplay goes. It's your personality plays a big role into that as well. I mean, just that's why I do it. I just put myself out there. If I have a good game, I have a good game. If I have a crappy game, I have a crappy game. I mean, I've definitely streamed a couple of games where I'm playing in the wreck and I got my ass handed to me. But I've had a couple where I've looked really good, dropping threes in somebody's face, and my guy does that little hop step back. So.
Oh yeah, the game is different. It's definitely different this go around. If you don't have your badges, you are not in that.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm still working towards a lot of my badges because, I mean, I just don't have time to play. And even the time I do spend playing, my wife yells at me for it.
It takes like 2-3 games, scoring 50, 60, 70 points just to get one shooting badge attribute.
Yeah.
My shooting badge.
Yeah, I mean, it's a grind, but it's not. I don't think it's as bad as it was last year.
No, I think it's worse this year, honestly. Last year it was easy. I had gold down, different shots.
And then I don't know. Probably these YouTubers don't know what they're talking about. They be like difficult shot badges and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and as I watch YouTube videos, like I'll see one guy be like, the number one badge you have to have as a shooter is this, and another guy, the number one badge you have to have is that. Hey, what's going on there, James? So like for example, like one guy's like, you gotta have hot zone. Another guy's like, you gotta have flexible shooter. It's everybody's got what they think you ought to be Hall of Faming.
It really depends on like which. I mean, like if you like faster shots, definitely quick draw. Because, like, I couldn't shoot at all without quick draw.
Yeah, like right now, I haven't felt an overarching, like, oh my gosh, I have to have quick draw. Because it doesn't feel like people close out on you quite as fast as they did last year. So.
I mean, I just, like, it depends. Like, I like catching and shooting. And I know when I play in a wreck, people will close out.
James, how you doing, buddy? You doing okay?
To have a faster release.
What are we going to play tonight? I gotta get these kids to sleep, and I'm thinking about either playing basketball with these dudes or something with y'all.
Everybody just still
Digging a uniform, bro? Yeah. This is what I normally look like when I come home from work. I literally came straight to my chair and hopped on to streaming it and to having my meeting with my guys.
Leaving it on bars.
But I didn't want to wear my army hat, so I grabbed my main gear hat since it's got the camo to go with it. Yeah, I mean, as we go through it, we'll learn, and we'll adjust as we need to. I mean,
Hot Zone Hunter is a good one. It does increase your percentage in your hot spots. So,
Oh yeah, especially since most of us have our spots that we love to go to and shoot from anyway. Yeah, one of my favorite little moves this year is to go baseline and then do the little high arc and lay up off the glass. Makes me look like a badass.
nothing wrong with a reverse layup if that's in the arsenal.
Oh yeah. But my biggest thing I found playing with randoms, man, is like nobody wants to share this year. Everybody gets that ball and they're just going straight to the damn hole.
No one wants to share. People that have their badges shooting is like way too easy.
What's up, Sandwich?
Steals are another thing that are stupid easy.
Yeah, I feel you there. So that's me right there. All right.
That stop and go badge though, that's like at first I didn't know what it was, but that's the one that like stop faster to get your shot up.
Yes, I'm on a lot of Discords, James. So let's see. Let's start from the top. See? That's a lot.
Well.
So this is Stream Junkies. That's the guys we were playing with a couple nights ago with Murder. Then we got Restream, Army, Funk You. I got a couple of wrestling ones here. Mr. J Lion. I got my own. So Main Gear, Slayer, Brutal, Sosic. Yeah, I'm all over the place, bro. All right, well, my guys are out of here and done. So I'm going to go ahead and end my stream. Go change out of my uniform, my little monkey suit here. And come back and we'll get rocking and rolling and playing some actual games. So I'll be back probably in about a half an hour. I got to give Liam a bath because he's a little person and they played outside. And today we had a record high today. So it was hot. What are you guys in the stream thinking tonight as far as gameplay? What y'all want to watch or play? What are you thinking tonight, James? I know you're kind of GTA'd out. I know you played a shit ton of PUBG yesterday. But what are you feeling? I mean, we could hop straight into Stellaris, or we can play another shooter. They want to see us conquer the galaxy. Okay. Like I said, we haven't played that in a hot minute, so I'm down for conquering the galaxy. I think it could be cool. And I haven't really streamed Stellaris that much, so that could be cool. It's always nice to stream a different game that you don't normally do. That way other people can see it. You find a whole new little group of people that are out there watching. You know how when people on Mixer and they just click on games and they start scrolling down. Not a whole lot of people probably streaming Stellaris, so maybe we could get big. You want to co-stream it? Get the power of two going at it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Whenever we start, it's always like midnight. So by like 2 o'clock, we're both sitting there holding the controllers, doing this number right here. Just like the other night, I'm sitting there, getting mollywopped by the bad guys, and it's like, oh, my fleet's gone. Shit. You ain't streamed in a bit? Well, there you go. Let's get you back online. Alrighty. Check a couple of things real quick. Go ahead and disconnect from chat over there. Yeah, right? Yeah, you were sending me messages on Facebook. I was out. Like I went from like, yeah, let's do this to I was out. I did that last night too. Playing a different game. After everybody logged out of the stuff, I was sitting there. Murder was doing his thing, and he's like, hey Sarge, you want to get in after I'm done playing with Mary J, or if somebody else drops, and I was just like, okay, cool. And I went back to playing whatever it was I was playing, and just So I don't even know if he asked. I was out. I came back. I woke back up and there was like 2 of them in there. I'm like, nah, I'm going to bed. Yeah, I saw WWE dropped some information on their universe mode today, so that looks kind of interesting. So that's something I might try and set up for the Army eSports moving into 2K20 for WWE. I might see if I can host my own wrestling show. Do like a once a week wrestling show, and see if there's a because I know a lot of people don't think about it, but freaking like when you go click on WWE, it's 2K19. It's been out almost a whole year. But click on 2K19 on Mixer or even go over to Twitch and see it. There's people watching WWE. So that's a whole new audience I might be able to bring in. So that could be cool. Yeah, so I could do it lots of different ways. I can find folks to do color commentary, or I can just let the computer do it. The character creation is where that's all about. And, being able to put new characters. That's what I love about watching Air Raiders stream. Because when I first saw that, like what it was I, yeah, right? Oh my gosh, what's going on over here? But I was doing after the shooting in Jacksonville. Merch Room did a charity stream for a charity to go along with that, and somebody sent me a message. Anyway, Jay Lion was streaming PUBG, and it was like an hour by hour thing. So when he left out, he went and he hosted the next person. And it was the Air Raiders Federation doing wrestling. And I'm like, you know what? I used to watch wrestling. Let me watch a little bit of this. And I've been down ever since. I'm a 2-time. That's the 2-time Sarge ARF World Champ. So, yeah, I'm all into it. I've cut like legit promos, like where I've actually gone in and recorded my voice and then did a video behind it to, to make sure that, it looks like I'm actually, my character's out there cutting a promo. It's really cool. James, have you ever watched it? Hell, let me bring it up. I got it on my YouTube, and I got YouTube going here in the background. Let's see. My channel. Oh, you seen him? Okay, gotcha. But, yeah, boy, I love my my guy. Oh, this you haven't seen yet. This is brand new. I won't make you watch the whole thing, but my boss put out a new a new music video. So that's my boss right there. This is my recruiting office right here. So I had a tournament I was running at GameStop, and I went I got back to the office and he was filming the video. So I got one little cameo here at the end. But a lot of people like they think, oh, there's just dancing monkeys in a military uniform. But I like the messages in the music, and he's got good little beats. I really enjoy it. And plus, my boss is an awesome dude, so that makes it even better. And look at that uniform, dude. I don't have that uniform yet, the dress uniform. I want that so bad. It looks so good. I'm in the gym working on my gut just to make it look better. This is how I remember I was telling you that I got contacted by Channel 2 News here for the esports thing. This is the guy filming it works for them. What is all these ASMR videos doing up in here? But anyway. Oh, speaking of wrestling, have you seen this video here? You seen the little Randy Orton meme videos? These suckers are so much fun. Freaking Teen Titans.
It's not about control. Stand down. You wonder why there was a job opening?
Every time we've unveiled a new attraction, attendance has spiked.
That was awesome.
Yes, play them.
How would it know to do that?
Yeah, I'll try.
He's killing for sport.
I don't know why it's coming in so low.
You got 20,000 people. You got no more boats. You don't have enough guns.
If we do this my way.
There you go. That should be good.
Light it up.
There's old Jim Ross. Hey Josh, how you doing, buddy? Me and James are just having a little bit of fun right now. That's all.
Today is a day for truth. The world needs to know what happened and to know what he stands for. That kind of power is very dangerous. Let the record show that this committee holds him responsible.
That's how it starts. The fever. The rage that turns good men cruel.
Do you know the oldest lie in America, Senator? The devils don't come from hell beneath us. They come from the sky.
20 years in Gotham. How many good guys are left? How many stayed that way? He has the power to wipe out the entire human race. And we have to destroy him.
You're gonna go to war. He is not our enemy.
Black and blue. God versus man. Day versus night.
So Josh, how you been, buddy? Hey, kitty cat.
Yes, you can.
Just do it. Hey, kitty kitty.
Who's that? You must be new. That is Bruce Wayne.
Minds.
Mr. Wayne.
Oh yeah, James, here I got something for you.
What's your position on the Bat Vigilante?
Here, so this is from my match the other night. So my guy's finishing move is the Sarge KO. Why is it so low? Hi, kitty kitty.
Looks like he's starting to sweat now. This could be the start of an ugly downward spiral.
This is near the end.
Get ahead of ourselves, Cole. This is just a little bump in the road for him here. Nothing to worry about. And knowing him the way I do,
Oh, come on. I think he's going for... Oh, okay. Belly to belly. It's a belly to belly slam! Sarge just got rug right where he wants him. Oh my gosh, JR! It's the most electrifying move in all of sports entertainment! Sarge is getting ready for a Sarge KO! And down goes Rogue! For the 1, 2, 3!
Sarge.
Okay, so it's just where I'm trying to stream and I'm stealing from somebody else's stream right now. That's what's lagging it out. That's your 2-time Air Raiders Federation champion right there. Yeah. Right now I'm working on some big stuff over there. I'm actually what I'm doing over there, James, is I'm creating a stable called the Platoon. So me and 3 other guys are gonna kind of be like the antithesis to the bad guys, because they've got an RWO which kind of runs just like the old school NWO, and nobody's ever really tried to, like, I mean, we've had some groups try to stand up to them before, but I'm gonna try something a little different. So I'm gonna redo the shirts and the outfits and stuff for everybody, and just try to have them do everything we can to disrupt the RWO. And as the storyline goes, depending upon how it gets to at the end, I'm either gonna declare us like winners against the RWO, or I may do a heel turn and join the RWO. So haven't decided how I'm gonna make that work just yet. So we'll kind of see how it develops, because that's the thing about playing this though in universe mode. When you do AI versus AI, you can't tell the computer how you want the match to end. It just does it on its own. So you're kind of at the mercy of whatever it comes up with. Alright, well, while I finish watching this video, then I'm gonna go change clothes and get these kids in bed so we can actually start playing some.
Civil liberties are being trampled on in your city. People living in fear. He thinks he's above the law.
Stop giving up. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit. And you're not gonna stop there.
Most of the world doesn't share your opinion, Mr. Wayne.
Well, you're gonna wake up and work hard at it.
Oh,
What
Justin
are you waiting
Bieber.
for? Do it! Boys, Bruce Wayne meets Clark Kent. I love it. I love
bringing people together.
You know the oldest lie in America, Senator? That power can be innocent.
You're gonna go to war. That son of a bitch brought
James, did you actually like this movie? I thought it was good. I know a lot of people had hate for Bats versus Soups, but I thought it was good.
The greatest gladiator match in the history of the world.
You're psychotic.
It's time you learn what it means to be a man.
Stay down! If I wanted it, you'd be dead already.
Man won't kill God.
The devil will do it.
What have you done? You with you?
I thought yours was you.
Yeah, this right here was one of the best Batman scenes in any film, I think. I haven't seen this one.
He has the power to wipe out the entire human race. If we believe there's even a 1% chance that he is our enemy, we have to take it as an absurd.
The greatest gladiator match in the history of the world. God versus man. Day versus night.
You're psychotic.
Oh goodness.
You know the oldest lie in America?
We should do this more often, James. This is fun.
Power can be innocent.
Oh.
Trouble in paradise. Yeah, that's the man that Seth Rollins said was soundly.
See if we get another one. This is too much fun.
Titans are back. Guys, this isn't going to be a match. Corey, this is going to be a fight.
Oh gosh.
Guess who's back in the match, John? Unbelievable. No. Bro, you don't have to be. Who's that? It's Randy Orton. What the hell? He's gonna kick his head off. Insect. Kicks out.
I'm dead, bro. Oh my gosh, that was great.
Randy Orton has snapped here tonight. I don't know how, but look out! Orton's not done. Sheamus back to his feet. Randy
It's too good. Oh! That was great.
If we do this, we'd be going in short-handed.
Yeah, you mean because he killed all our friends?
We owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
All right, I think that's all the cool ones for now. Oh, here's the Trump versus one. I haven't seen that one yet.
There are 2 ways to manage a team. Coach Derek uses a clipboard.
Again, okay,
and
so it's a
Coach
sequel.
Sarge uses his smartphone and the Team Snap.
Go back home to mommy. Go back home. Go back home to mommy. Go back home. So folks, here's what happens. I will call up Carrier, the president. I guess I have to do it myself. I know it's not. No! RKO!
What just happened? The ship just split in 2. Track 1 is heading east. Track 2 is deploying towards the southern hemisphere.
Oh my gosh, it's the hair.
Approaching Mach 24 and accelerating. It looks like it's going to impact somewhere in the South Indian Ocean.
This is too much. I'm clicking there, it's not working.
Trouble in paradise. Yeah, that's the man that Seth Rollins said was sound. What's going on over here? Donald Trump is in a world he is not familiar with. This is not real estate. This is the WWE. Oh no!
What have they hit us with?
Looks like some kind of gravity weapon. Increasing the Earth's mass, flooding the atmosphere with particulates. Oh my god.
Just do it! Hey, look at this! Donald Trump!
same line. All right, James, stop that. It's enough. Oh. I'm gonna go get changed, get the kids in bed.
What have they hit us with?
No more YouTube. So this is watching YouTube is like shopping at Walmart. You can't do just one thing. All right. So James, I'll be back in a little bit. We'll hit Stellaris up, okay? So for the rest of you guys in the stream, appreciate you hanging out. Hope you had a little bit of fun. Like I said, I'll be back in about half an hour, 45 minutes max. Yeah, you're right. That's how we get these late starts. You're absolutely right. But yeah, so we're gonna come back and me and James are gonna do a little duo on Stellaris. So if you've never seen that, if you're interested to see what it is, hop on in and check us out. So until then, James, see you in a little bit. Everybody else, hasta luego. Get your stream set up. Yes, we need his co-stream. Get your stuff going. And I will be back.